Oh, I tell you what, Ro, great show today. Yeah. We've got Ivo Graham, brilliant stand-up. Yep. And we Redknapp, footballing legend.
Ooh,
like John Culshaw, what an impersonator he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the best in the business, isn't he?
I mean, you always say that I'm the best in the business at impressions.
John Culshaw, he is the best, Ro.
Okay, well look, maybe we can split it up. We can all do one. You know, we'll get you doing. No, but look, I can teach you. Why don't we do like Ant and Dec? Okay.
Oh, go on.
So I'll be Dec and you be Ant.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right, to be my pal, Ant. All you need to do is hold your right elbow like that. That's it. And then start rubbing the back of your tricep like that. You rock back and forth and you tell everyone you're doing great.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah. Okay. So all right. Ant. I've heard they're doing a big show on Weekend Best. How do you think it's going to go?
Great! Great!
Yeah, it's going to go great. Yeah, and I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here. Confirmed to go back in the Castle of Wales. How's that going to be?
Great! Great!
Ah, away, man. And also, I heard you've got a new dog. What have you named him?
Great! Great!
Yeah, it's close enough. Come on.
You're doing great, Roman.
Yeah, all right.
You're doing great.
All right, now it's going Scottish.
I can do this. I can do this, Roman.
It's the weekend and I'm feeling good. I got the sunlight on my face. Wake up now, it's the weekend and I'm feeling my best. Wake up now, it's the weekend. And everything will be okay.
Well, welcome to Martin and Roman's Weekend Best.
You know the drill by now. Get yourself comfortable on the sofa. We're here to keep you entertained over the next hour. So let's introduce today's guests.
Yeah, first up, the man of 100 voices, who once used his impressions to fall his way into Downing Street. Although today, getting one past the Prime Minister might not be that hard. John Culshaw.
And the brilliant comedian who said he knows he's hit the big time because he now drives a Ford Focus with in-car speakers. It's Ivo Graham, everyone!
Hey. And if that wasn't enough, dropping in for a virtual chat, we've got footballing legend, Redknapp.
Yay! Now, as usual, the Cloud is going to provide us with some entertainment, so let's start with a musical question. What was the #1 song on this very day back in 1995? 1995?
Wonderwall.
Oh, okay.
That's a good
Oasis,
shout, though.
Wonderwall.
Britpop time, isn't it?
That's a good shout,
Yeah.
that. John, what about yourself?
I won it 1995. I think Christmas #1 was Earth Song by Michael Jackson. So maybe Michael Jackson, You Are Not Alone.
That's a good one. Dad, what about you? You get one guess.
One guess, all right.
Yeah, one guess.
Well, every time I don't know, right, I usually go for Take That. So this time, because he always takes the mickey out of me.
Well, they span so many decades.
Yeah, this time I'm going to go Spice Girls.
Spice Girls?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, the answer actually is...
No!
No!
Of course.
The only time...
He set me up.
The only time
he set me up.
The only time he doesn't pick Take That, the answer was Never Forget by Take That, which was #1 back in 1995 on this very day. Now, over their long career, Take That have performed live in front of thousands of people, right? And they do it so many times, and ordinarily it goes off without a hitch. But things once went horribly wrong for Howard Donald at a show in Vienna after an on-stage attempt at the splits left him with, you guessed it, a collapsed lung. Yeah. Howard was, of course, okay, don't worry, and still can do the splits to this very day. Now, that's a promise, but it did get me thinking, right? You guys, you're both performers. You must have been on stage countless amounts of times. Have there been any on-stage disasters that you can remember? Ivo?
I started stand-up when I was very young and would frequently get heckles about whether it was past my bedtime, for example, or whether I should be in school. Just very funny stuff that I really enjoyed. And more recently, in a fit of pique, I took some Pringles from someone in the front row and stamped on them.
Well, because they're making such a noise.
They were just creating all manner of disturbances, and I envied the Pringles, and I thought, if I can't have them, no one can. And they were very satisfying crisp to stomp, but I think it reflected worse on me, to be fair. And
Stomping on Pringles.
Stomping on Pringles.
Never a good one. Go on, John, what about yourself?
I can go back to some very early days. I was about 12 years old in the local pantomime in Ormskirk in Lancashire, and I was playing a Scouse rabbit called Robbie. Who spoke like that, you know, a sort of a Scouse accent with a bit of a helium in it, you know, like that. And I had this rabbit suit on, like Bugs Bunny, but it was very slippery. So I had to make an entrance onto the stage, but I skidded, slipped right across the stage and knocked all the scenery down. That was an early... Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I made it look like a stunt, you know.
Oh, yeah, perfect. You got up and went, oh, no, it's on, yeah.
Yeah, just, you know, just the way it goes, you know. Not enough. All right, leave it. No panic.
Do you remember any of the other characters from the panto?
The year before, I'd played a bear from America.
Right.
Who I think I based my impression of George Bush on.
Yeah.
Or maybe the Donald. I think the Donald
Yeah.
was a teddy bear from 1980 that I played one time, a very beautiful man.
I think...
Are you learning from this?
I certainly am.
Yeah, yeah.
I certainly am.
Very impressive Anton Deckery, by the
Oh,
way.
thank you very much. Thank
They'll
you
be
very
on you
much.
for that, I'm sure.
Now, since starting his stand-up career at the tender age of 18, Ivo Graham has become a regular face on comedy stages across the UK. And now he's heading back out on tour once again with a show that is looking to find the answer to one of life's big questions.
Has Big Daddy Graham got the skills to pay the bills?
Oh, dear.
Exactly, Ro. Just what I was thinking. So, Ivo,
I should say, I wrote that at, like, you've got to write a press release at like 3 a.m. You don't have to do it at 3 a.m, but that's when the sort of brain jazz, isn't it? It's funkiest. So
so
you write,
you-
like, have I got the skills to pay the bills? You're not expecting Martin and Roman Kemp to be quoting it to you later.
so you wrote that?
I wrote that. I wanted to know
He was
if I
telling
had
me he
to...
wrote it earlier.
Oh!
Sorry, Roman, I've trapped you in a lie.
Anyway, you started your tour in 2019
Yes.
after the birth of
After the birth of my daughter, yes.
And all your show was kind of based around that.
Quite heavily, yeah.
Now, she's 2 years old.
She's 2.5. She's very
2.5.
keen to stress. I'm not a baby. I'm a big girl. I'm 2.5.
Yep.
And your show's irrelevant, father. She doesn't say that last bit, but there she is trying to secure access to the Focus.
Very cool.
But I've
Beautiful.
got remote locking with the Focus, so she can pull on the handle all she wants. Anyway, she was a baby when I wrote the show. Some lovely gear about breastfeeding, etc. Less relevant now. The pandemic, I'm sure I'm not the first person to say this, has inconvenienced things a little. So I'm doing this sort of 2-3 times rescheduled tour about being a new parent when I'm quite patently the parent of quite a big child in some funky wraparound shade.
But it's still relevant, though. You can still use some of the
it's still
material,
relevant.
can't
It's just weird with stand-up because it's very personal to whatever you were writing about or thinking about at the time. So having to sort of get it out of the freezer a couple of years later due to a pandemic and be like, because there's bits about being a new parent. There's also some thrilling material on the Conservative leadership contest of 2019. Is Boris Johnson going to become Prime Minister? We just don't know. There's a real jeopardy.
But lockdown was difficult for everyone, right? But was it more difficult being a new parent during lockdown?
No,
do you
it was
think?
great. I mean, I'm aware that people are very, wary of people having smug lockdowns. But, I would have been away the whole time with work. I was going to go and do a month at the Melbourne Comedy Festival in Australia, and would have done the Edinburgh Festival. And instead I was at home all this nice time. My daughter's a very sweet age. It's still quite a manageable age. She's learning to walk and talk. So, very nice. And she kind of understands the pandemic a bit more now as well. Like, she sort of says if I don't wear a mask when I go into a shop. But she did also lick a bus stop the other day. So it's not exactly clear which of the science she's following. But it's a good age.
Yeah, Ro was terrible when he was a kid. He used to lick everything.
What's changed? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Exactly.
We're also going to see you on telly in September.
Yes.
In British Folk.
Yes.
What's that about?
It's myself and my friends and colleagues, Darren Harriott and Fern Brady, two fine comedians and lovely people. We drive around the country to different parts of the UK and we confront stereotypes about those places in the UK, and we usually drive away 3 days later saying, some of the stereotypes are true and some just aren't. It's very incisive stuff. But we went to Glasgow and up to the Scottish Highlands, went down to Cornwall, went out to Wales. Lovely 2 days in Hull, very underrated. And it was also in April when things were just starting to unlock. So that mania of I'm doing anything. I'm in a car. It was great, and hopefully it will be fun to watch and not annoy any of the people that live in the places we went to.
Listen, it sounds fun. What channel is it going to be on? Do you know?
It's going to be on the Dave channel, the home of witty banter, although that's not its slogan. But there's still a bit of witty banter on Dave.
We've got a clip. Let's have a look.
Okay.
We're meeting wind-powered genius Dan Parsons, a man at the centre of a green energy boom. which according to experts is making Hull the envy of the world. So it's time to unleash our own wind power genius, Darren Harriott.
You ever farted in one of these?
I haven't.
A real shame, actually, that
I would.
that I have to call you my colleague in these moments.
You wouldn't want to record your own fart and see how fast it is?
I've spent an afternoon with Dean Windass and I've not made a single joke about his name. And then we're here with Dan Parsons on the banks of the Humber and you're asking him that.
Oh, that made me laugh.
I mean, what sort of things have you ended up doing?
Well, we did
on your travels.
We did all sorts of things. I said the low point was I went to an MMA, mixed martial arts gym in Glasgow to be mocked for my poor physique and general lack of techers. And so I had to punch a bag repeatedly, caused myself quite a lot of pain in the process. And they also filmed me getting changed, which had not really been cleared with me. So there's a thrilling wardrobe malfunction for any eagle-eyed viewers of the Glasgow episode.
What, were you in boxers or the briefs then?
It's me and my briefs from TK Maxx, which I'd just purchased a couple of days before. And I was very excited about, but they don't leave as much to the imagination as they could have done.
Right.
And astonishingly, alongside all the wind turbine stuff, that's been used.
Yeah.
So, lovely stuff. So a quick flash in a Glasgow gym and lots of other stuff besides.
Oh,
Perfect.
amazing. Well, listen, Ivo, thank you so much for spending your Sunday morning with us.
Not at all. Thanks for
Absolutely
having
brilliant. Tickets for Ivo's Game of Life tour are available now.
Yeah, time for a quick break, but don't go anywhere because it'll be John's turn under the spotlight next.
Yeah, and Harry Redknapp is going to be virtually dropping by for a chat. See you in a few minutes.
Wake up now, it's the weekend, and everything will be okay.
Welcome back to Martin Roman's Weekend Best. John Culshaw and Ivo Graham are here with us today.
Yeah. John, we'll be coming to you in just a moment, but first, we want to mention some other superstars, some four-legged friends that are looking for a loving home in Pause for Thought.
Now, as you may know, rescue animals are very important to my dad and I, so each week we try our best to help some animals in desperate need of loving homes. So let's visit today's sanctuaries to meet some poor base pals looking for homes. First up, we've got Kit and Solomon, two cats. Now, these guys are from Crosskennon Lane Animal Sanctuary in Antrim, Northern Ireland. Dogs or cat people at all, guys?
Dog man.
Dog man.
Man.
Well, I like them both for different reasons.
Both for different... Oh,
Politician. Which do you prefer?
I've had dogs in
Yeah.
time, but cats are very sort of, you know, like Kenneth Williams, very elegant creatures.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they are. Well, these two, they've been best of friends for 2.5 years, so they're looking to move together to a brand new home. So hopefully we can move them on.
Yeah, I've got a lovely one here. This is Lady, right? She is an Akita, 10-year-old. She's staying at Dumfries and Galloway Canine Rescue Centre. She's got lots and lots of energy, so be ready to take her out for lots of walks. But you know what? That is the best part of having a dog, isn't it? Taking them for a walk.
Absolutely.
You know?
Get out
I love
there
that.
and just you feed off the way they love going for a
course.
walk and discovering everything. You get something from that too.
Absolutely.
Exactly. She's an absolute beauty. Okay, who else have we got? We have got Duke and Tucker. Now these two, they look like trouble, but I assure you they're a lot of fun. Assisi Animal Sanctuary, Northern Ireland. Now these two are very young. They're actually 18-month-old rescue greyhounds. Now there's a lot, especially around Northern Ireland, of rescue greyhounds that have found themselves unwanted by their owners. So these two are looking to stay together and find a loving home. So hopefully we can help all of our poor base pals out today.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you get dogs, it's so much easier to have two than it is to have one.
That's not even a joke, it actually is.
It is.
They do. They look after each other, don't they?
Yeah, 'cause, yeah,
Give each other
yeah.
company.
Yeah, they want to be with each other.
Yeah.
For more information on any of the animals featured, please contact the rescue centres directly.
Now, John and Ivo, how would you like to get your hands on some exclusive Kemp merchandise?
That would be fantastic. We
Yeah.
love
Well, look, guys, get your competitive hats on. We're going to play a little game now. And there's a lot at stake because if you can beat the Kemps, you'll get to take home one of these.
Ooh.
Yes, indeed. Guys, you're going to need a team name. Have you had any thoughts?
Okay, we were wondering about this. They like to merge names, don't they? On
Yeah,
the
they like to,
broadcast?
yeah.
So, Ivo John or Johnny Vo?
Surely Jivo.
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 I know that's a bit more of my name than yours. It's not a power grab.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
My name's more fun. The hard truth of it. I'll take your J.
No,
Yeah.
Jivo's nice.
Jivo.
I like that. Jivo.
Jivo. Okay.
Sounds like something Leslie Phillips would say. Jivo.
Yeah, I like that.
Right, Jivo, we are going to play a little game called Top of the Swaps.
Oh,
Okay, so let me explain how this works. The Cloud has run some famous TV show titles through its thesaurus to give us an alternative version. The mixed-up title will appear on the screen, and all you guys have to do is buzz in when you know what the real show title is. The team with the most correct answers when the time is up will win. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Would you like an example?
I would like an example.
Okay.
So would
look
I.
at the example.
One.
So this would be... Buzz in.
The Walking Dead.
Let's take a look.
Yay.
The Walking Dead.
We are getting that mug, John.
Very good. Right, okay. Let's have some time on the clock, please. Buzzers at the ready. Time starts now.
Mad Men?
Yeah, Mad Men.
That was so quick.
Yeah.
Right.
How's he done that?
Yeah.
I'm so pleased you're on Jivo.
Yeah. Right. Smack the pony.
He's so good.
Yes.
Tense. I buzzed without knowing the greatest crime.
You read the first yet? Go on.
Bottom.
Let's have a look. Oh, well done.
Picture.
During picture.
Spitting Image.
Oh, of course it is.
Oh, well
Of
done.
course it is.
My first job on TV, that.
Very good. Father Ted?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
He picked Kong.
Top Gear.
Oh, my
Very good.
Very good, all right.
Yeah.
The computer.
The IT crowd.
Have a look. Oh, very good.
Finally a contribution.
Chapel.
Broadchurch.
No! No!
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
Very
Good
good.
game.
Well played.
Time is up, and of course, I can reveal the winning team is Jivo. Well done, guys. It means you are now the lucky owners of an exclusive We Beat the Kemp's mug.
You better go
Thing
and buy
is-
some.
I know, yeah. Well, the thing is, in the next game, you actually get the chance to play for this. The teapot. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so, I mean, congratulations. I vote John on that. John, I'm sure you can add the mug, if not the teapot, as well, to your accolades over your illustrious career.
Well, that's-
And I mean, mate, I don't even know where to start, because, I mean, you've had an amazing career in TV and radio over 2 decades, I guess. But I think the thing that people, you know, really do know you for is, of course, Dead Ringers. And it's going live. Tell us about the show.
Yes, it is. It's a collection of some of our favourite sketches and some brand new sketches as well.
Yeah.
And it tells a story of the news over the last 3 years or so.
Uneventful, then.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Dead Ringers in recent years, it's all been news. In its early days, we had sketches about, you know, Countdown or Watercolour Challenge, Bargain Hunt. No room for stuff like that now. It's mainly all about the news.
Yeah.
And it's the feeling of the live show. It's a bit more spontaneous, a bit more of a stand-up feel to it. But just fantastic to get in front of an audience once again. That's such a joy, isn't it?
I mean, in terms of impersonations, I mean, mate, I love doing impressions, and I watch people
Yes.
like yourself, obviously, growing up and trying to, I guess, impersonate you more than the actual person at times. I mean, are there any new characters that you can't wait to kind of get out there and partake in this?
Yeah, there's some lovely ones that I enjoy doing. Jay Blades from the repair shop. OK, what you got here then? OK, fantastic. Steve's going to fix that up for you. OK, nice to meet you. Likewise.
We had Jay on the other day. Yeah.
I love his energy. I love his energy. Michael Gove, you know, very sort of naughty politician. OK, you know, sneaky. Goovy. But it's also watching, you know, the other members of the cast. Deborah Stevenson's doing a wonderful Stacey Dooley. Pretty Patel she does, a very sort of satirical Priti Patel. She does Greta Thunberg as a sort of ethereal young Jedi Knight. Duncan Wisby as well, who's doing Jacob Rees-Mogg, and Professor Chris Whitty. He's a great new character, very recognisable. Next slide, please. One phrase and you're in. What? Next slide, please, is the new Ooh Betty. You know?
I love that. I love that. I've got to ask, right? So when you're with, you know, other, especially obviously you're with Duncan as well. So I mean, are there any that you both feel like you can do? And is it like an impression off to work out who does who?
Well, it is. It's precisely that. There'll be some times when all of us will want to do a particular character. So we sit around the table with the script and we'll just read it. And whichever just sort of sits best, you'll end up doing it. Or maybe if I'm being one of the interviewers, someone else will be that other character, just for practicality. So we divide them all up and it flows. It's a good passing game.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, Donald Trump, for example, everybody does a Donald Trump, but we all have a different take on him. Lewis MacLeod's is very, it's great.
Yeah.
But we all find a different flavour in the way we choose to do them.
Do you know what I noticed though? When you go into an impression, is like, I can see it in your head happen first before everything else.
Yeah, and I think the reason why I've always preferred to watch impressionists like yourself is because you have done the hard work for a lot of people already that go on to do the impression, because you've noticed the tiny little things that once you get that, you're in. Do you know what I mean? You've put the mask on and you are that person. I mean, look, over the last year, obviously there's a lot of characters, especially within the politics world. And would you say that Michael Gove's your favourite new one?
He is. He's sort of, you know, you say Govey. And in his interviews, you know, he will do this sort of, you know, if he was on with Andrew Marr on the other side, which nobody is watching, he would be doing this.
But of course, you know, bother, sort of like a great bowling ball boffing through the skittles, blah, 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 you know.
But the thing is, your whole stance changed.
That's what I'm saying.
It went here. And as soon as you went here, it was it.
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes you don't even have to say anything. I mean, when did you kind of realise that you could impersonate other people? Was there someone that I mean, like myself, you know, watching people like you, like, was there people that you used to watch and go, that's it?
Definitely. Well, Mike Yarwood, and he does that thing as well, where you see it in the eye first.
Yeah.
And I'm very lucky. He's a great pal of mine, is Mike, and he'll do some impressions in front of you, and you see him do the Ken Dodd eye or the steptoe face, and it's extraordinary. You do see the brain click in, and then the voice and mannerisms follow. So it would have been Mike Yarwood for me, definitely.
Wow. John, where do you practice? Just at home? Do you try and do it in the mirror and try and get the face at the same time?
You might take a glance at the mirror, but only for a few moments. Usually it's about your instinct, it's about what you're hearing.
Also, if you say Govey in front of the mirror, he appears behind you.
Yeah.
I'm very spooked by that, and I will make sure I never ever do that ever. Yes. Hello, you call.
I can remember learning Simon Cowell, and with that, you know, you've got all of these hand gestures. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, I thought that was pretty good. You might just check that in the mirror, just to check the configuration.
It is so funny, and I mean, I guess for me, it's you know, I've always tried to make, you know, my mates laugh just with impressions of one another and those types of things. But do you find that when you watch a celebrity, you can almost instantly, without trying it, know whether or not you can do it?
Yes,
you know if they're within your range.
Yes, and you get a reaction, first of all. Now they're interesting.
Yeah.
Watching Wonders of the Solar System for the first time. And there was Professor Brian Cox pointing at things and talking about...
No, because we're trying to get him on the show.
I can't help it. Whenever Brian Cox comes on, I just go to sleep. My wife looks over. I mean, he's an amazing man, amazing. But it's his voice. Just sends me to sleep.
It's very hypnotic.
It's very hypnotic.
And these are not rocks, these are a collection of asteroids in the asteroid belt.
Yeah, look, we've got to take a break, but when we come back, we'll be talking more to John about his other passion, stargazing.
Yeah, plus we'll be getting our guest to add some more tracks to our Memories mixtape. See you in a few minutes.
Wake up now, it's the
to Martin and Roman's Weekend Best.
John Culshaw and Ivo Graham are here, and shortly Harry Redknapp is going to be dropping in from the clouds.
Yeah, now John, before the break we were talking about your knack of impersonating the stars, right? But your other passion, right, is gazing at them, isn't
Yes.
it? Where did that come from?
Always been fascinated by astronomy. I think I was about 6 years old and I watched an episode of The Sky at Night. Patrick Moore was there. He was very fascinating, speaking in this manner. And the subjects he was talking about were also very fascinating. Lunar eclipses and the great rings of Saturn with the Cassini division. And the subject was fascinating, so was he. And it sparked the two interests simultaneously, I think.
You are now a judge on Astronomy Photographer of the Year, right?
Yes,
Some amazing pictures we've got here. Let's have a look.
It really, oh, yes.
I mean, talk us through this. What are we looking at?
Yeah, the Flame Nebula. This is I love nebulas. They're star-forming regions. To know that within that area, which is just vast, beyond our solar system, new stars will be forming, planets around them, possibly with life on them. Who knows? Every kind of formation.
Definitely with life on them, John. Definitely. Yeah.
Well, I think
Imagine
so.
if that's how you
I think
discovered
so.
aliens while judging astronomy photographer of the
Oh
year.
my God! Imagine, yeah.
It's like, hang on a
Let's
minute.
have a look at another one. We've got
Yeah.
more. Oh,
What is this?
Wow. What is that?
This is a fantastic image of the surface of the sun, showing the photosphere, the surface of the sun. And you see the violence of it. The sun is a great nuclear reaction, which has billions of years left to go. 4 billion years, and then it'll eventually become a red giant.
That's a beautiful image anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I
I didn't know the sun had a sort of an end date.
Yeah, that's slightly terrifying.
I came on for a casual chat. It turns out we've only got, what, 4 million years left of the sun?
4 billion.
4 billion. Oh, that's great.
4 billion.
That'd do.
That'll do.
Have you got any more?
Yes, there we are. Now we can see the two bright stars, as it were, to the left, Jupiter and Saturn, at the time of their great conjunction when they were next to each other. And then we see the Milky Way just rising up there. When you get into a wonderful dark sky area, away from cities and away, real dark sky zones. The Atacama Desert. Sark in the Channel Islands is also wonderful for that.
Really?
Northumbria in the UK is a great spot here. That's when you get dark adapted, your eyes are used to the darkness, the stars just really ignite.
So you get dark adapted to your eyes?
Yes, when you're in the dark, after about 20 minutes, your eyes will be dark adapted and you'll see much more.
Yeah.
If a car headlight went past, it would take you another 20 minutes to get it back.
Yeah.
So that's why astronomers value their dark adapted time once they're out there under the stars.
So will you go to these places, John?
Oh yes, I do love to get out there and see these things for real. Solar eclipses, lunar eclipses. We love the astronomical events. Those things
Have you ever thought about doing TV on astronomy?
I'd like to see you do it as Boris Johnson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, well, this planet here... this planet here is known as Pluto, and I've been advised that I should go and stay there, possibly forever.
That's brilliant. Very good. Really funny.
Hey, well, John, that is actually enough looking at the stars, because it's time to come back down to Earth. We couldn't get you on this show without obviously seeing your wonderful talent of impression. So we are going to be playing a little game that we're calling That Don't Impression Me Much. Now, there are no household goods on the line, just pure fun. Now, everyone will have a card. So Ivo, you got a card. John, you've got a card.
Yep.
And on that card is a name of a celebrity on it and a scenario that we're each going to act out. We're going to take it in turns to have a go at that impression. I'm already excited for John's. And the rest of us just have to guess who it is. Yep. This seems like a completely fair game where no one in the whole room has a particular advantage. Right, Ivo.
This is not a talent of mine, and I've been given an icon of British culture. And I don't really want to do an impression of her. But I'm going to use a recent advert. I'm just buying time here.
Yep.
A recent advert that she's done for an airline that I'm not going to specify, where she talks about how she's going to Greece. And she's like, Greece, smashing plates. Oh, my God. So in this item, she's going to space, looking at the Earth. No gravity. One small step.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I actually think I know.
If you do,
Are you? Because
I mean, my body's turning inside out with him.
no, I do really like it, but the thing is, she probably won't go inside a spaceship because she's claustrophobic, Darren. Gemma Collins.
Gemma Collins. And where's she gone? She's
The
gone to the moon.
GC going space. Oh, very good, very good.
Thanks for rescuing me from that before I had to do any more Collins.
Okay, Dad, you are next.
All right. All right. I'll have a margarita and I need some jalapenos on it and a few olives because that is what I like. And don't go short on the cheese.
Is it Martin Kemp ordering a pizza?
I don't know why I bother. I don't know why I bother on this show.
This isn't Boyce, is it, Martin? Is that Boyce ordering a pizza?
Is it Michael Caine?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's Michael Caine ordering a pizza.
I'll have a margarita. Yeah, it is.
You're only supposed to put the cheese on. You should have done like that. Yeah, very good, very good. Michael Caine.
Now let's see if John Culshaw can do an impression. What fun!
I love the way that you had the staccato for Michael Caine.
Don't do Martin's, just get on with yours, John.
OK. Right, so I want you to sort of drive to the end of the road, make sure the meter's on. Go down the Scotty Road and let's have a great tour of me own town, because that would be a dream come true. And I haven't even got me TARDIS yet.
Brilliant. He's even thrown in a bit
John
of
Bishop.
Definitely Bishop.
John
giving
Bishop.
an open bus tour of Liverpool.
That's a great idea. It's something I've not done, but I'm going
I thought
to.
that was
Oh, very good.
Well done. Absolutely brilliant. So brilliant. And tickets for Dead Ringers Live available now. Go and see it. It's absolutely brilliant.
We've reached the point in the show where we delve into our guest musical memories and add some more tracks to our Memories mixtape.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to give you both some topics, and all you have to do is tell us what song reminds you of that wonderful moment. Right?
Okay, so let's have our first topic. Growing up. Ivo, I'm going to start with you first. What song reminds you of growing up?
I've picked a song by a progressive rock band from the 1970s who are Dutch. So I hope you haven't done that as well,
I like
John.
it.
Otherwise it'll be very embarrassing if we've both gone for Dutch prog rock bands. The song is called Hocus Pocus by Focus. You may remember it from a Nike World Cup advert about 10 years ago. But my dad, who loves the song, would play it while we did our one-track tidy of the playroom at home. So it was a very motivating song which would inspire us to try and tidy up the entire playroom's mess. By the time that final riff had burnt away, there's also yodeling.
That's a good idea. Let's take a listen.
I love this.
Very good.
I love it, prog rock.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had.
But imagine me scrabbling to get all my connects away before the song was out.
Or the yodeling was
Otherwise, we'd start again on the top.
Like weird Mary Poppins.
Yeah,
Like a weird Mary Poppins, exactly.
Yeah.
John, what about yourself? What song have you gone with?
I love Jewel by Propaganda.
Ooh, goes like this?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Why have you gone with this?
It reminds me of being 16 and 17 in 1985.
Yeah, very 80s.
Yeah, I was full of optimism, full of the sense of possibility. And this was a lovely, unusual track. I think Trevor Horn produced it.
Yeah.
Claudia Brooken's vocals lasering through so beautifully there.
Your hair, massive. As it was.
It wasn't as big as it later became. But yeah, I love Propaganda Jewel from the mid-80s there, 85.
I love that. Let's have a look at another one.
Embarrassing moment. Okay, Ivo, I'm coming to you.
I'm going to go with Vertigo by U2 because I had to sing it in front of my boarding house at school where I was not a big cheese. And we were playing a game as a boarding house, where they turn the song down and you have to keep singing to it like they do on Radio 4, and then they turn the song back up and see if you're still in time. And I don't think the humiliation was clear to me until it was just dead silence in the room, and me just going like, hello, hello.
Oh, tell me like this.
But not quite bringing enough of that.
Yeah. Bono. Very good.
A real shame.
Yeah, that's a tough one. What about yourself, John?
Well, I've chosen, it's quite an unusual, drawn-out story, but it's quite amusing. Redemption Days by Josh Osho.
Okay,
is
goes
the
like
song.
this. Fantastic song.
I love that, and it was on the radio as I was about to type an email to my accountant, right? And the positivity of the song changed my mood. And I thought, I'm not going to start this email quite so formally. I won't say dear sir or anything like that. I'll simply say, hello there.
Yeah.
It's a bit more friendly, it's a bit more chatty. So I typed away, and the song is very uplifting. And I pressed send. And the song was so distracting that I hadn't realised that autocorrect had changed hello there to hello tiger.
Oh, no! Oh,
it did become, we did laugh about it quite soon after that, but oh dear. You know, when you press send, you think,
Yeah, every time you just see the image of a tiger every time. Well, your accountant dressed as a tiger. Yeah, very good. OK, thank you so much for that, guys. That is fantastic. Time to take a quick break, but stay right where you are, because in a few moments, Harry Redknapp is going to be virtually dropping in.
And Team Kemp are going to be taking on Jivo in another challenge to get their hands on some top quality Kemp merch. See you shortly.
Wake up now, it's the weekend, and everything will be okay.
Welcome back. John Culshaw and Ivo Graham are here, or Jivo, their team.
And now it's time to introduce our last guest of the morning. Everyone knows him as football legend and king of the jungle. But recently, Harry Redknapp added an unexpected string to his bow in a role in EastEnders.
Let's hear Harry Redknapp.
Harry, how on earth did EastEnders come about? What happened?
Well, what happened, Martin? I kept saying to me, Harry, what you're doing next, you keep being on TV. I said, I think I'm ready for EastEnders. I said, being a true EastEnder, I think maybe they should get me on there, you know, and it was only a joke. The next thing, I got the phone call and they asked me to go on the show. So, loved it. Sandra watches it every week. She don't miss it. So I thought, yeah, why not? Let's have a go. And it was great fun.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we've actually got a clip of you in action. Let's take a look.
Hello, Governor. Can I have a pint, please?
Coming right up.
Lovely, thank you.
What a treat. Mick Carter, landlord.
Hello, Mick. Nice to see you.
Couldn't just whack the old monarch on there, could you?
No problem. Mick, yeah, cool. Pleasure.
Lovely. I've been hammered since birth, mate.
Brilliant.
You're up there as one of the greatest West Ham managers of all time.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Even though you manage Spurs.
Yeah, well...
Which really hurt.
Yeah.
But, you know, listen, you got us in the rugby league, and that was one of the greatest moments of my life.
Good days. Good days,
I gotta say, not bad for your acting debut. I mean, I suppose you were being yourself, but I mean, how was the whole experience? Have you really caught the acting bug now?
Roman, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm ready to step up a bit, to be truthful. I'm ready. Surely it's got De Niro's on his way out. It's time. You know, I'm ready. Just give me the call, Godfather, anything. You know, I'm ready to step in.
I'd like to see you in a bit of Shakespeare myself. I think that'd go down really well. Listen.
Yes.
Yeah,
Cockney Shakespeare. I can see that
now. Speaking of new ventures, though, you also host your own podcast, The Harry Redknapp Show, and you just finished series 2, right?
Yeah, it was good fun. Yeah, we had loads of great guests on, and you know, it's all new to me, this podcast and all that. You know, I had to be led into it all and shown how it all worked and everything. But I mean, we had people, you know, Rod Stewart came on. We had all kinds of great guests, so it was good fun.
Wow. Lots of fun. And I mean, if all of that wasn't keeping you busy enough, you're back managing once again for the World 11 team on Soccer Aid. Are you ready to defend that title? 2 years on the trot, you're going for the hat-trick.
I am. I don't know how really, Roman. I don't know how I end up with the rest of the world team. You know, I'm a real, you know, proud Englishman, and they give me the rest of the world trying to beat England. It don't really make a lot of sense to me, but I've done it the rest of the world the last couple of years, and we've managed to win the game. So hopefully, yeah. It's, you know, like everybody, if you're a professional, I mean, we've had Italians manage, we've got lots of foreign managers and coaches now, so I've got on managing the rest of the world team to try to beat the English, which is very strange, really.
It is very strange.
But Jamie's on Jamie's on English.
Jamie's on England, yeah.
Yeah, he's on England.
Yeah.
So the two of you, there's got to be some good rivalry there, hasn't there?
Oh yeah, I told him to go and kick him and everything, you know. And, but no, we're looking. It's great fun as well. No, you turn up there for a few days and we have a real good crack. I think Wayne Rooney's actually playing this year. You know, we've had amazing players over the year to play with the celebrities. It's just a great mix, and they all seem to get on well together. And even people like Mo Farah. I remember Mo saying 2 years ago how nervous he was. You know, and he'd gone to run in the Olympic Games final. I mean, to win a gold medal for England. So, but the football, it takes everybody out their comfort zone, doesn't it? When the showbiz and you know, everybody else.
Harry, I do have to say, and I know I've spoken to you about this as well. Last year, I played about 5 minutes.
No.
Will I bit what?
You said it was 2 minutes 33 seconds.
Oh, that was it. 2 minutes 33
Roman,
seconds.
You're starting this year.
And I'm coming straight off a minute later.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're starting. I promise you. I listen. I'm blaming Brian Robson. We got in a muddle with how many subs we were allowed, and you only allowed so many. Oh, don't. It's so confusing, honestly.
Yeah. Hey, look, it is the most amount of fun, and I couldn't think of a better manager. So thank you so much for doing it once again. Yeah. Hey, look, Harry, Brilliant. It's such a pleasure having you on the show. Let's hear it for Harry Redknapp, everyone. See you in a few weeks for Soccer Aid Training. OK, so John and Ivo, or should I say?
Jivo.
Jivo. What a team name that is. It's time for our final game in the morning, which is... Bleep Test. Right. Don't worry, Ivo. I can see the fear in your eyes. I'm not going to make you run back and forth across the studio.
Not again.
No, not at all. Now, in this game, the Cloud is going to play us some famous songs which have had a section bleeped out. All we have to do is figure out what the words are behind the bleep. If you think you know the words, buzz in. And if you're right, you'll win a point for your team. Does that sound good?
That sounds good.
OK, I will give you an example.
I know this much is...
What, is that not counted?
No, that was an example. All right, Keen.
True.
Let's take a look. Very good. Right. Very good. OK, so fingers on buzzers. We're going to get some time on the clock. Ready, set.
Do you really want to...
Go on, John.
I was a bit trigger happy then. Do you really want to hurt me, Culture Club?
Let's take a look. The word was hurt. It was indeed. It was indeed. OK, let's go. What's next?
I wanna stand with you on a mountain. I wanna with you in the sea.
Go on.
Swim.
Swim. Let's take a look. It was bathe.
I've wasted everyone's time.
You don't swim in the sea. You bathe in it.
I've been getting the sea wrongs.
Right, let's keep going.
Oops, I did it again to you.
Go on.
Heart?
Let's take a look. It is indeed heart. Well done, well done. Come on, we need to get
I
in
know.
this now.
And I will try.
Go on.
Bathe. No, it's fixed. It's fixed.
Let's take a look. It's Figs. Well done. Oh, we need to get into this then.
Baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Higher, higher.
Oh, you idiot.
What?
How do you not know that song?
I'm just saying it's higher.
Go on. She go, make 'em go, oh,
got you.
Oh, come on, man. Right, let's keep going.
'Cause I'm just a teenage baby.
Ivo, I'm going to come to you.
Well, you did it first, Roman.
Oh, did you got this one?
Yeah, I know it.
Please don't say the wrong thing. Go for it.
Dirt box.
Oh, no, Martin!
I am a teenage dirt box. Oh, dirt bag.
They're telling me we have to accept your first answer.
A lovely box to keep all your dirt
Let's
in.
see if it's a dirt box.
Dirt bag. I always wonder what he said.
But here's my number.
You got this one, John?
I'm just a bit distracted after all that. Was that you, Ivo?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about dirt box as well. But I think that song was Call Me Maybe. So Call.
Let's have a look. It was cool.
Yeah, well done.
Getting schooled here. Oh, what is it?
Rains.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It is rain.
Yeah.
Blessing the rain.
Oh,
That is it. The time is over. And unfortunately, I can reveal, once again, the team has won a teapot. It's Jivo, everyone! Let's take a look what you've got. There's a teapot. There it is.
Oh, man, I swear it was Dirtbox anyway.
No, don't. That's a
That's
terrible
a lot for today, but if you missed any of the show, you're just fancy watching us all over again for any reason, you can catch up now on the ITV Hub.
Yeah, thank you so much to our guest, John Culshaw.
Hi, Bo Graham.
And Harry Redknapp. So great to have you here with us.
We're back next weekend with Les Dennis, Christine Lampard, Adam Hills, and Russell Howard.
Thanks so much for spending your morning with us. See you next week.
See you next week.